So today on the food plan, I'm going to be showing you how to make some vegan shepherd's pie. Now shepherd's pie is more or less just like a mince sort of bottom layer with a mashed potato top layer. So for the mince, we're going to be using tempeh instead of meat, obviously. And for the potato layer, we're going to be using potatoes. It's vegan anyway, so of course. Alright, so let's get started. Okay, so start with a pot with some salted water. Put a bit of salt in there. And add in 800 grams of potato. Just cover that and let it boil on a medium-high heat for about 20 minutes. Okay, so now we're going to make sort of like a mince for the shepherd's pie. So start with the food processor and put in 300 grams of tempeh. So you don't need to pre-cook this tempeh because we're going to be cooking it after this anyway. So 300 grams of that. Also put in half a cup of walnuts and 1 tablespoon of oil, 2 tablespoons of tomato sauce, and 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. Okay, what you want to do now is mix this up in the food processor. What you want it in sort of like chunks, that sort of like mince essentially. So don't keep blowing it until it makes a paste. Just sort of pulse it a few times until it's in nice chunks. Alright, so that's pretty much it. Fairly chunky. Sort of mushy a bit, but that should be alright. So now we need to cook this. Okay, so take a baking tray and put all the mixture onto the tray. Okay, spread this out. So you want this in a nice flat layer so the oven can dry it out a bit. Okay, and then cook this in a 180 degree oven for 20 minutes. You may have to pull it out at the 10-minute mark and just give it a bit of a stir, but other than that, that should be fine. So 20 minutes at 180 degrees. Okay, so those potatoes are done cooking, so to keep it nice and simple, just mash it up. Alright, that's pretty much it, so you can just leave this to the side until everything's ready to go. Alright, so while we wait for that tempeh mince to finish cooking, we're going to start with the sort of sauce that's going to go with it. So start with a pan, put it on a medium-high heat, put about a tablespoon of oil, make a sweet base to it. Put in 3 chopped cloves of garlic and 1 chopped large onion. Okay, just stir that occasionally and let it cook for about 3 minutes or so. Okay, that's been a few minutes on those onions. So, put in now basically just a can of tomatoes, but it's been blended, right? So just put that in. Be careful a bit. Also add half a cup of water, a couple of split green chilies, and a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of garam masala, half a teaspoon of black pepper, and half a teaspoon of fennel seeds. Put this in, mix it up. Right, keep this on a medium-high heat, cover it, and just leave it to cook until the mince is done. Probably be about 10 minutes. So that's been about 10 minutes, so the mince you can see over here is finished now. So let's check this one. Right, give it a bit of a stir. It's gone nice and thick. Right, just add all the mince to this. that in. That's it. Okay, so to put it all together, I've got a sort of like a casserole dish here. That's probably about 20 centimeters across by about 30 centimeters or so. But it doesn't really matter, just use what you've got and fill up as much as you can. So take the mince that you've made and put that in. Spread that out. So there's the main part, obviously. So now take the mashed potato and just sort of layer it over the top nicely. Okay, so the potato on top. Now you can smooth your potato flat if you want, but shepherd's pie seems to go sort of better with a rustic sort of look. So I'm just going to keep this not too smooth, fairly sort of fluffy on the top. It's up to you how you like to eat yours. And I'm just going to finish with a bit of nutritional yeast on the top to give a sort of cheesy sort of effect to it. Some vegan cheese would go good here as well. Alright, so cook this back again in the 180-degree oven. About 10 minutes should do it. But if you want it to sort of infuse a bit more, you could probably do 20 minutes if you wanted to. So anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes, depends how soon you want to eat it. Okay, so that's been 15 minutes in the oven, so I've just taken it out. That's pretty good. So now it's ready to serve. So there it is, finished up. It actually served out looking a lot better than I thought it would. So it actually does look quite nice on a plate. Yeah, so you can see how the layers worked out. We've got the mince layer on the bottom, potato layer on the top, pretty much. That's how shepherd's pie works. So that's quite a simple dish. Not much more to say than that, so enjoy.